seen him. Hey, Rock, he's in the wall. Keep up the good work, baby. Stomped out by the... Get the kid off it. Where's the line?
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
Yeah, Larson.
Welcome back to Going in Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to. On today's episode, we've got your Monday Night Raw review where Roman Reigns, easily got under the skin of Phil Brooks by throwing your old Adam Larson. Oh, that cut to the heart, man. Cut to the heart.
The way he leaned into it, the delivery of it, I laughed.
That was rough.
It was great.
Oh, I shed a tear because I'm like, Phil is us, Larson. I know you've got Phil derangement syndrome. You got it bad. Personal animus.
No animus.
But in this case, I need you to show some amount of solidarity. He's my age, and you're older than we are.
Here's the thing. I've made peace with the fact that I'm old, and I'm cool with it.
Are you now?
Yeah.
Are you now?
What can I do to turn back the hands of time? Nothing. Well, I mean, I work out. That's the best I can do.
I got a tonic I could sell you. No.
To keep your snake oil away from me.
I'll get you with
confidence,
my
man.
I'll get you with my tonic one day. So yeah, Roman Reigns got that word in on CM Punk that lit a fire under Phil's ass, and he laid him out, and then Roman laughed at him, Larson.
Yeah.
He laughed at him. It was a really good segment. You asked at the beginning of this whole thing, going back weeks, are promos going to be good enough? I mean, it's what we got.
It's what we're going to get. And until the year old line, I don't know if this segment in particular was good enough. It wasn't as good as their last one. It wasn't as good as Phil and the Usos last week. But Roman,
that was good.
Roman salvaged it with, you're old.
Yeah, I mean, it all built to that moment. And I am really curious. God, if there's any segment that I really I want them to shed some light on in the upcoming season or two of Unreal, it's who decided to throw Roman this line, because it's a shot. I mean, it's a shot that people in our sphere and the general fandom will throw at WWE. Their main event scene is old. And of course, they're also kind of talking about Roman Reigns. He's not exactly the youngest dude. He's 40 years old. I think he's 40.
I think he's 42.
So I thought it was kind of interesting that they would introduce that, the concept of age in pro wrestling, as we've noted before, the weird idea that the older you get, somehow, some way, in some instances, the more powerful you get, probably the most famous example, Hulk Hogan. And so I thought it was kind of interesting that they would take a criticism that is often levied against WWE and use it as ammunition for Roman Reigns to throw against CM Punk.
Yeah, totally. Before we get into more of Raw, there's a lot tonight, like who was Randy Orton talking to on telephone, Oba Feami facing Brock at WrestleMania. Before we get to that, we got a bit of news here to cover. Given all the chaos currently happening in the Middle East WWE is apparently having discussions about the future of their events, at least short term, in Saudi Arabia. So there's 2 more premium live events scheduled to take place in Saudi this year, plus WrestleMania next year. And Wrestling Observer's Brian Alvarez reported that there have been discussions about the status of those shows within the company, but emphasized that no decision has been made yet. So Meltzer had a follow-up on Sunday's daily update on the Wrestling Observer website, saying the following, quote, regarding WWE and Saudi Arabia, while nothing has been said officially nor decided 100%, most are of the impression the July pay-per-view is unlikely to happen. Unless things change in the world, WWE won't be going there due to the risk. There were 2 more shows scheduled this year, plus Mania next year. All are contingent on the situation changing, as right now, big events scheduled for the country are not happening, whether it be Formula One, UFC, boxing, or WWE. For WWE, it's a significant loss of expected income.
Show don't happen, they don't get paid, evidently. And the WrestleMania one especially, granted that's about a year and change from now. But today we're going to, for the people who don't know this word, we're going to learn a new word, quagmire. Because that is very quickly what the chaos, as you call it, this asinine war that we've decided to go ahead and partake in, it's very possible it turns into a situation where we got ourselves into a situation we can't get ourselves out of. So this could be the kind of thing where, I read the other day, there was a headline, oh, they're hoping to get out in 3 weeks. I don't know that that's going to happen, man. I mean, they seem to, they have their heads, our administration has its head so far up its ass right now.
You got that right.
And it would not shock me if a year from now we were still looking at a situation where it was pretty volatile over there. So, I saw another report that the Saudi crown prince himself is all about, hey, just keep on bombing, keep on bombing, keep on bombing. He's getting in the ear of Trump as well. And as you know, the last person who gets into his ear, that's what he's going to do until somebody else gets in his ear, because that's just how of a fool he is. So yeah, this is not surprising at all. And you can't say it's not a little bit ironic if WWE loses a shitload of money given the close ties with the administration. And I wonder if there would be any pressure given the close ties going back the other way. I don't know exactly how that,
I mean, with regards to U.S. leader urging
Formula One, UFC, boxing, and WWE.
Yeah.
Just WWE alone, okay, maybe not. But all that wrapped up in a package, the business interests at play here might be a deciding factor in what goes on over there.
Yeah,
one could argue it's been the deciding factor on what goes on over there.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, it was so much uncertainty currently. And as you mentioned, quagmire is a good word to describe the situation currently as it relates especially to current administrations getting us, the United States, in this. Yeah, we don't talk about political stuff very often in the show.
We try not to.
People don't like it when we do, for the most part.
No, I get it too, but it's a world we live in. And
it is, and
we're old, and we can do what we want around
exactly.
here.
It's our show. We do what we want to do, talk about what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
And I understand the perspective that people have, where there's a lot of madness happening in the world right now, and people want to get away from it.
Yeah, sure.
Have an opportunity to get away from it, and I totally get that.
Yeah.
There's times like now, in this instance, where there's a news story as it relates to the realm we cover, wrestling, where there's the intersection of that plus, geopolitical events going on in the world. Major ones that could have major ramifications, not just for the United States, for basically every country in the world, especially with so much uncertainty going on in the world right now. I feel like at times it'd be kind of, I don't know how much I want to get into this, but a certain, we have a platform, we have a responsibility, I feel like, to a certain degree, to talk about things that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
And I don't really know where I'm going with this.
Yeah. No, look, hey, tag me in, brother. I got you.
All right, go ahead. But essentially is there's always this push and pull, I feel like, about, all right, how much should we talk about versus not?
Yeah.
I think we make it pretty clear where we stand on things. And
that's the thing is, dude, we're not going to get up here every day and talk about this stuff. We did an entire show earlier in the day, our AEW Revolution review, which you could listen to or watch right now.
Yeah.
Not nary a word about that. Yeah. But like you said, sometimes, especially, hey, you want to blame somebody, blame the WWE for getting in so tight with an administration who's A, polling numbers dropping like a rock, B, rising prices across the board.
Yep.
People know, if you've been around for at all over the past year, y'all know where we come from.
Absolutely, 1,000%. If you've known, we made it pretty clear in 2016.
We did a show live, unfortunately, during the election results. And so we're at the point now where there's been plenty of people who've been like, what are you talking about? Okay, cool. Hey, that's fine. There are other podcasts. That you can listen to, and we're totally cool with that. We're fine.
Yeah.
This happens every once in a while.
Yeah.
And once we get done talking about this story, we'll move on to the actual
We're just gonna
content of the
talk about Raw.
WWE.
That's why
Yeah.
I didn't. Like I said, I don't know how much I really wanted to bring it up for.
Yeah.
I didn't want to sidetrack the show, but
Well,
there's times.
Articulation Station has a good point here. It is once again today, I believe, 316 Day, not just Stone Cold Day, but it's also Fuck Donald Trump Day. I forgot about that.
Oh, and guess what tomorrow is?
Hey, it's another Fuck Donald Trump Day. So that's where we're at with this.
Yes.
Any last words about this Saudi show situation?
I mean, it's going to be a day by day situation.
Yeah, it is.
When U.S. leader follows his whims, apparently, you don't know what when I wake up in the morning and read the news, I don't know what the day is going to bring.
Right. Yeah.
And that's frightening.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Not just for myself, for my family.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
These are some potentially very serious times we're living in right now.
Yeah.
And the world of pro wrestling is minor compared
for sure
to all that.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't know where this is going to go. That 3-week timetable, I'm sure that's just pulled out of thin air.
Oh, and it probably changes, with every fart that he unleashes or any shit that he dumps in his diaper in a press event.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, if WWE's upset because if they see their stock price fall because they're out some Saudi dates, they got nobody to blame but that old man that they're sucking his ass every opportunity they can get. So there you go. The WWE, I think, will continue on. It's just they're going to have to do it here in the lowly United States.
Vegas might get a third Mania in a row.
All right. Hey, dude, the Orangevale Community Center right over there.
I'm guessing that'll be available.
It'll be available. I'm telling you.
Steve's
it's got
backyard.
Character.
He'll mow the grass back there for you.
I got a bunch of grass back there. I can. Hey, you want to do war games back there? I can do war games back there. I got plenty.
There we go. Steve's offering up his backyard for WrestleMania 43.
Done deal. $200 million.
There you go.
We can retire, maybe.
We could.
Oh man,
maybe. I hope so for that amount.
That'd be pretty cool. Anyways, we have a couple sponsors for the show this week. Larson, would you like to talk about them?
Let's do it.
All right.
This episode of Going in Raw is sponsored by Factor. The weather's starting to get warm, and that means tank top season is almost here. But if I want to show off this bicep and tricep meat, I need to make time in my schedule to make sure I'm eating well.
Yeah, man. Well, Factor is how I stopped letting a busy schedule get in the way of eating quality meals. Factor's fully prepared meals are designed by dietitians, crafted by chefs, and use quality functional ingredients. I'm talking lean proteins, veggies, whole food ingredients, and healthy fats.
Factor's meals are always fresh, never frozen, or ready to eat in just 2 minutes. And with over 100 rotating meals each week, you can keep things fresh while actually sticking to your goals, whether you're looking to eat high protein, calorie smart, or GLP-1 support. Plus, Factor's got their new Muscle Pro collection, perfect for me to achieve maximum bicep, tricep meat this summer.
So head to factormeals.com/raw50off and use code raw50off to get 50% off and free breakfast for a year. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Make healthier eating easy with Factor.
And this episode is sponsored by Pocket Hose, the world's #1 expandable hose. I was out doing yard work this weekend. Once again, taking the pin, getting jobbed out.
Oh, no.
My old-fashioned hose. This thing is always getting kinks in there and creases in there when I'm trying to use the darn thing. It's exceptionally frustrating.
Sitting there, why is no water coming out? You look back and there's one of those kinks in it. You try to wrangle it. It's like it's
like folded in this really crazy acute angle. Like, how am I supposed to use this?
New WrestleMania match unlocked. Larson versus Old Hose. But
hose up.
I got hose definitely up. I gotta ask you though, Larson, what are you doing using an old-fashioned hose these days when you should be using a pocket hose copperhead? The copperhead's pocket pivot swivels 360 degrees. That's right, 360 degrees for full water flow and total freedom to water anywhere. Let me take a guess about your WrestleMania opponent, Old School Hose. it's super bulky and unwieldy, right?
Yeah, it is. I feel like I'm wrestling a huge anaconda.
Oh,
whenever
no.
I'm trying to use this
Oh
thing.
my God. You get wrapped up by that anaconda hose.
Yeah.
Listen, man, when you're done using the pocket hose copperhead, the hose shrinks back down to pocket size so you can move it effortlessly and store it easily. It's lightweight, durable, has made watering my backyard a breeze. That War Games backyard of mine, oh man, luscious green.
For a limited time, Going into Raw listeners can get a free pocket pivot and 10 pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size copperhead hose. Just text RAW to 64,000. That's RAW to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. RAW to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details.
I think you throw that hose up at me. Oh, hey, dude, I know we did this on the AEW Revolution recap, and of course, all the friendos watched that. But in case we got some WWE sweaties, can we give an update on the predictions challenge?
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw this at you, but...
No, that's fine. This is a completely off-the-cuff thing. I didn't mean to go on and on like I did earlier.
Nah, man, it's great. You know, it's great, though. We're live, so you can't text me and say, hey, could you cut some of this stuff out?
No, that's in for good. And I was realizing that halfway through. It's like, I don't know where I'm going with this. But, you know,
no, it's
listen,
good,
this is the last I'm going to say about it. Move on to wrestling.
You're about to go 5 solid.
remember in the 80s? And like, we didn't exactly fully comprehend, but there was that feeling of dread because, like, nuclear war can happen at any moment, you know?
Yeah.
And I haven't thought about that or felt that way in quite a while until lately. And I think I just got that anxiety building up. And I feel like I just need to get it out. That's it.
Yeah,
So,
no, dude, I feel you, man.
apologies if it was incoherent stuff, and thank you everybody for humor.
Brother, we've been doing this for way too long for you to apologize anybody for your incoherence or my incoherence.
I mean, I'm incoherent all the time, so I guess
exactly. You know, back at you. Samesies.
Yeah.
So the predictions challenge, man. Who won this thing?
So Dita the Goat is your March predictions champion.
Excellent.
And then I can provide an update for Ultimo Friendo, since I haven't done that in a while.
Yes.
So top 3 for Ultimo Friendo. We got Phantom Driver in third.
Excellent.
With 314 points.
Excellent.
Gregory Fiella in second with 336. And some neurotic fool by the name of Ann Larson in first place.
Oh, that California liberal. Ooh. Yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. But Gregory, he's on the hunt, man. And I don't know how old he is, but I think he might be looking at you saying, you're old.
Oh,
so we got you got to take the microphone to his head. The Ultimo Friendo, of course, continues. WrestleMania. We are now the road officially to WrestleMania. I'm so hesitant because we smashed every record last time of how many people are participating in this thing that I'm really hesitant to be this is going to be the biggest one, but we got a ton of time. So maybe we can, Larson. Maybe we can make this the biggest WrestleMania predictions challenge ever. You and I tomorrow on the court in between games, we need to figure out if there's something special we could do in terms of a prize that we can offer up. Of course, last year we had the bootleg CM Punk title. So maybe this year we can, look on eBay or something and see if there's something that we can find. Maybe
we can investigate. That's for sure.
So yeah, that's going to be coming up. If you guys want in on the WrestleMania predictions challenge, might not be the biggest. Maybe we can aim for the second biggest of all time.
I think if our ambitions are number 1, let's try for it.
Oh shit!
It's better to try and come short than to not try and just be like, all right, well, at the 4th biggest. That's fine. No, let's try for number again. 1. And if
try
we
for number
4,
1.
that's still great.
Yeah. What, did you say number 4?
No, I said if we aim for number 4.
Oh,
like
wow.
What's the point in that?
Well,
Let's
I was
aim
aiming
for number
2,
1,
not 4. I was aiming for 2.
But the point is, let's aim for the top.
Yeah.
And if we fail to get there, hey, we tried our darndest. So even if we try for 1, it's the 4th largest. That's still really good.
Kayfabe the number. They don't know. Kayfabe the number. We get there. Hey, we did it. Look at that.
Don't you feel like we're better than that?
No. No. What? No. So if you want in on the predictions challenge, might be the biggest one of all time, might not be. You don't know. Click join right here, youtube.com/Stephen Larson, or go to patreon.com/Stephen Larson. Click on the Friendo Club setup, and it costs $5 a month. We need to do a couple bonus episodes ASAP.
We do. We should do one on Wednesday probably.
This week works, yeah.
You want to talk about the Oscars that I didn't watch?
No, not really.
Yeah, I don't either.
We'll figure out something fun to talk about for a bonus episode. And then, of course, the question threads for the shows as well. You get access to that stuff. So be sure to join the Friendo Club. Also, this was exciting because, oops, that's not the right thing. Where's the Friendo shop thing? My merch came in. I was very excited that the merch came in. And I have it right here. I got this. I got the hat right here.
Yeah, it's interesting. You changed from the morning show.
Look at the orange one. Yeah, I went out and shot around, practiced my bus shot. I took a shower.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
It was kind of hot outside. I was sweaty. I did a little bit of yard work with my pivot. But yeah, look at the orange on this. It's like creamsicle. It's so beautiful. It's so. Nice. I know you got to. I'm gonna. Well, on the Zoom for us, I'm gonna.
Yeah, it looks more of like a red orange on my screen here.
It's beautiful though. So we got this hat right here. This means friend club apparently in Japanese of some. And then I got this shirt right here. This guy right here. Look at that.
Is that the same one you were wearing earlier?
This is the one I was wearing earlier.
Did you wash it?
No, I didn't wash it. I don't need to wash it.
You wore that to shoot around and got all sweaty. You didn't wash it.
I didn't wear that to shoot it. You know, I don't. That's got sleeves, man. I don't shoot around in sleeves.
That's so gross.
You're crazy. Got this one as well. Look at this. Why do I watch wrestling? You could read it right here. And then I can't wait to debut this tomorrow on the court. Look at this. Whoop.
Oh, you didn't shoot around. Did you shoot around that today? Get that?
Nope. No, I'm waiting to debut this tomorrow. I had a ratty old gray sleeveless tank top on today. So, yeah. Anyways, friendoshop.com. You got this merch right here, this stuff right here. And then you got this melty garbage right here, which you'll get shoved into a pond if you wear this. If you're near
what if you don't walk near ponds? We still end up in a pond somehow?
No matter, you'll still get shoved into the pond.
I don't see how that's gonna.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anyways, we should probably talk about Raw now. We're 23 minutes in the show. I should do some wrestling talk, yeah.
Probably be a good idea. We've talked about everything but wrestling. So anyways, we had that happen, the whole Roman Punk thing.
Yeah.
Brock versus Oba.
It's on.
It's on for Mania. About to watch Oba Feami take his first loss at WrestleMania.
You know, I feared that was going to be the outcome, and it's interesting that we interpreted that the same way, where Oba was so dominant in taking out Brock tonight, put his foot on his chest.
Yeah.
That my thought was, all right, well, I hope that's not Oba's win.
That's his win.
So Brock's on Raw next week.
Yeah.
Oba will be on Raw next week as well.
Yeah.
They can actually start the build for this. Although after tonight, you know, if Brock wins at Mania based on the crowd's reaction tonight and the crowd's reaction leading up tonight, Brock's getting pelted with garbage.
Yeah.
People are throwing beer cups and popcorn things and half-eaten hot dogs in Brock's direction. The crowd will not be happy. Oba is incredibly over right now.
Yeah, they have something special with Oba Feami.
Yeah, they can't job him out to Brock. Cannot. Do the double count out thing if Brock doesn't want to lose or they feel like they need to protect Brock, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, there was some pushback on that story. But I still think that they probably want Brock's retirement match to be the only match that he loses next. And I think they got it completely backwards. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know what they're doing. I'm assuming they're doing Ray with Gunther, but I don't know. Gunther hasn't been around.
No.
Like I thought they were setting something up, but evidently not. They're like, oh, Steve said this is going to happen, so let's change plans.
It's too predictable now. Steve figured it out.
that idiot figured it out. Yeah, dude. I mean, look, those are the two names. I know LA Knight was thrown out there, but those are the two names, Gunther and Oba. I'm sorry, dude. I love Gunther. Don't get me wrong. I think he's probably top 3 actual in-ring guys in WWE. Oba's the guy. Oba's the guy that he is like the next Brock. He should be the next Brock.
Mm-hmm.
And if Brock is going to lose to anyone in his last 2 or 3 matches, it's only Oba. Oba, if it's got to be one, it's Oba, and that's it. And I would rather see him lose to Oba at WrestleMania, go to his retirement match and win his retirement match against Gunther, because it's that important for Oba.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he can't just lose to Brock at Mania and then never get that back.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be horrible.
It would be.
Because, I mean, dude, I've said this before. Brock is singular. Brock is unique, you know? And Brock doing the job to Gunther, okay. But Brock doing the job to Oba, that means something.
Yeah. Yeah. Brock doing the job to Gunther is expected given what they're doing with Gunther.
Yes.
And therefore it takes some of the drama out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It does. You know, I don't compliment Brock Lesnar often. I think he's a pretty boring pro wrestler. He did a hell of a job selling Oba tonight.
Yeah.
From the moment Oba's music hit, he seemed overwhelmed by the crowd's reaction. He did a hell of a job selling that moment.
When he wants to do something, he does it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only sliver. I'm glad you brought that up, because that's the only sliver I have of hope that they're going to do the right thing here.
Yeah.
Is that Brock sold the shit out of him. Now, he also sold the shit out of Omos.
Yeah.
And you saw how that turned out. He sold the shit out of Keith Lee, and they never really were able to revisit that
at all. No.
But Oba is so special that, you know, this is my one wrestling wish for the year.
You know, the difference between how Brock sold Keith Lee and Omos versus Oba is that Brock had a little bit of fear in his eyes.
You're right. He was sort of like gleeful at the opportunity for Omos and Keith Lee. Yeah.
Not Oba.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, it might just sort of be the situation where he understands, hey, they want to make Oba a big thing. They're next me. So I got to portray fear, and I'll eke a win out over Oba, you know, like, which is silly as hell because Brock is a monster.
You know, they trade stand tall moments over the next couple of weeks. Brock F5s him through the announce table on the go home Raw or something like that. And Brock's like, yeah, I'll do business.
Mm-hmm.
Oba up.
I think that'd be tremendous. I really do, you know, and then, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean,
we'll see.
Yeah. Only time will tell.
Exactly. Randy Orton was on the phone with somebody.
Is that who that was? I couldn't tell. It looked like they were shooting on an iPhone 3.
Yeah, I actually kind of like that. It would look like shit. Made it gritty.
It's a different visual
aesthetic.
Different
visual element aesthetic. It's not on a drone, then it takes me out of the normal photography of stuff entirely.
Okay. All right.
I kind of like that.
Okay.
Because this is an edgier, grittier Randy Orton now.
It's a phone from 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Randy
he was
Orton
on the phone with somebody. He's like, yes. Oh, you watched SmackDown. Yeah, I felt like I needed to do it too. I'll talk to you soon.
Uh-huh.
Who was Randy talking to?
Well, he punctuated it by saying, Cody, there's more than one royal family in pro wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, himself being a third generation wrestler. Yep. You got to think that, you know, I saw the clip on Instagram as well. And, you know, the comments, most people were just talking shit about the fidelity. But, you know, some people saying Ted DiBiase Jr.
Mm.
Probably
Ted
not.
DiBiase Jr.'s got some other problems to worry about.
Major problems. Big
Major
problems. Imagine waking up in the morning and you want some earth-shaking news, open your emails. Is he in prison?
I don't know if they've gone to trial yet.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Have to check.
So you got that? Probably not. I mean,
yeah, it's not gonna be DiBiase Jr. now.
You could say, what about? Here you go. Part of Birthright, David Finley's brother.
Okay.
Charlie Dempsey. What about him?
It's gonna be. It felt like there was a familiarity there.
Ric Flair.
No, it's not gonna be Ric Flair.
Oh, that would honestly, if he did that for reals, it'd be hilarious. He'd be like, Rick, are you there? Rick, can you? You just hear doot doot doot. Woo, yeah, Rick.
Like,
come on.
Woo! How do you work this thing? Woo!
Whoa.
What about Triple H?
Call Me Aries says the trial was actually today. I hope it is Triple H. But he's also like a first generation guy.
Well, I thought the more than one royal family in pro
McMahon
wrestling
family
was referencing himself and his family.
Okay.
And he's going to reassert his family's, dominance over the wrestling business. But I thought it would maybe, but with Triple H, unless he's doing one of the bullshit podcasts he does in the days he's supposed to be working, wouldn't he have been backstage at SmackDown?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Ooh, Triple H, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Triple H would be great because it would add that thing. I've always said that. I liked when he started to get involved in the WrestleMania 40 stuff because he doesn't get involved too much in stories. He presents a lot. He comes out, time for a new era.
Yeah, and it's just the same shit.
It's a new March month. It's a new month, March. And so yeah, I'd love his Triple H. Probably not going to be The Rock either.
No, although
that'd be crazy if it was The Rock. I would love that shit.
Yeah, it'd be pretty wild if it was Dwayne.
That'd be insane.
That'd be unexpected.
I forget. Does he have a family in pro wrestling, Larson?
Stumped.
I love they brought out that fucking PowerPoint presentation of the Bloodline, the family tree. That was great.
That was great. That was awesome.
But no, I got the feeling him saying that, yes, he's referring to himself. But, I mean, let me ask you this. If it's The Rock.
Yeah.
Let's say Dwayne is coming in. Nick Khan is like, hey, dude, you're right, Rock. We're wrong. We don't know what we're doing over here. Please come back.
Mm-hmm.
And Dwayne's like, see, that's all I wanted from you guys. What role do you have? Special guest ref for Orton versus Rhodes.
I mean, I guess here's the thing. What is Rock all about? Long-term stories or something like that.
Yeah, the long game.
Long game. So if this is the first step in a protracted long game, then maybe.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool, I loved The Rock at WrestleMania 40. I thought he brought a lot to the table.
Yeah.
And then Elimination Chamber that one time, and then he just didn't show up again, which sucked. Until he was on Pat McAfee's show.
Yeah.
But
it did some damage control.
Yeah. I would love it if it's The Rock. And would Rock make it night 2?
I think they already announced that Phil and Roman are main eventing night 2.
They could always do a switcheroo.
They could.
What's the deal with those match graphics? Why does every match have its own unique WrestleMania presentation?
Because each of them is the main event, so they each get their own look.
Yeah, but even like Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vaquer. Oba Feami versus Brock Lesnar. Like they all have their own different graphics. It's wild. I think the Oba Brock one is also being used for Randy Cody. I think. Could be wrong about that.
I think the default is the Borderlands stuff, yeah.
Is that the default? What the hell is that Punk Roman one? That's all techie.
But I thought they've done the Punk Roman with the Borderlands stuff.
What would you choose?
I wouldn't choose the Borderlands stuff because that dates you back to what, 2012?
I would probably go with the Borderlands stuff. Do you know why? Because Vegas is a fucking wasteland now.
It's true.
I mean, thematically, it kind of works.
I guess so, yeah.
Unless there's like a war going on. Vegas might look like that before too long.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not even joking. Let's just go ahead and dive into it, man. We've been talking a lot right now. So Roman showed up.
We're a podcast, Steve. We're supposed to talk.
Yeah, what are we supposed to do? Mime? What am I talking about?
Yeah, I know.
So we have Roman
we're supposed to analyze Raw telepathically between us.
Sure, why not?
What am I thinking?
You're thinking Oba up. So we got backstage. Roman gets out of a car, heads to the arena. He's with the Usos. He's like, felt good, didn't it? You did the right thing. If you run your mouth, there are consequences. And then he gets to pulls the camera in, this camera that we don't know. Do the wrestlers even know it's there? They're having private conversations. Apparently Roman does.
Mm-hmm.
He says, to all my family, all the brothers, cousins, you should be upset about what CM Punk said. But here's the thing. You got before and after WrestleMania, but that weekend, he's mine. So he's putting like a Samoan bounty on CM Punk. Punk brings that up later. So later on, we got one of these awesome backstage Bloodline segments. I miss these. they're all talking about him. Roman says everything he throws isn't landing. All he has is part-time this, part-time that. He says, I think that was Jimmy. And then Roman says, you know how often I saw my dad? How many times do you guys see your dad? We paid our dues. For my kids, it'll be different. The world can call me a part-timer. I don't care. As long as my family understands I'm a full-time father, that's my legacy. Which is such a fucking face thing to say.
I know. I thought this was great.
Me too.
Talking about how his dad was on the road.
Yeah.
Uso's dad, Rikishi, was on the road.
Rikishi was on the road.
And he's like, I'm not going to do that to my family. I thought that was great.
Me too. So him, Jim Uso, says, no, I'm sorry. Jay says, Punk still owes us an apology. What are we doing? Roman says, I don't need an apology, but y'all do. I'm going to go get us one. What's the worst he could do? Punk's going to beat me up.
So then later on, Heyman's backstage with Logan, Paul, and Austin Theory. And they're all like, Seth Rollins, the dead man, we'll handle it. And Heyman's like, no, that's the worst move you can make. This is divide and conquer. It's the art of distraction. He says, I'm a 60-year-old man that he laid out. No ramifications, no suspension, nothing. You know why? We have no leverage. We have no power. We need titles. We need titles. We have to get you back into contention for the tag titles. If you take them, then I can position you for singles titles. I don't care what it takes. Focus on the Usos. In theory, goes, yeah, the pressure is coming for the Usos. Yeah, pressure.
I'm pressure. I'm pressure.
Pressure. And then Logan
Triple H said I'm pressure.
Pressure. Consider it done, Logan says. He says, as of now, the Usos are the ex-champions because I love you so much. We'll get LA Knight too.
So this is all postscript to what happened at the beginning of the show with Seth Rollins and his cheesy band of masked men.
They need to run away from all that as quickly as possible.
Far away.
But I fear they won't because they got masked Seth Rollins in his lower third now.
Yeah, that's staying. They took a good 15 seconds to whip that up in AI.
I know.
So later on, we have our LA Knight cameo. We're still on the Usos. They're backstage. He shows up. He's like, think about earlier. The Vision had your names, my name in their mouth, and we all know we have issues going back with them for a long time, but I can't notice Roman and you getting a little cozy. Yeah, what's up with that? And they're like, hey, this is family business. You mind your own. Jay mainly is the guy who's like, mind your own, LA. So LA Knight says, Big Eat, Big Jim, Big No. I can tell you why. You talk about family business, and I respect that, but I can't respect the bloodline of oath coming back. Nah. We're on the same page with the Vision. But this bloodline can't be on the same page. LA Knight needs a WrestleMania match. Come on. Usos, LA Knight, Vision. Let's do that. Bloodline? No. Nah. LA Knight needs to be in Vegas. WrestleMania, not hosting, fighting.
Yeah.
This dude is probably like, God damn it. They decided to go with Oba versus Brock. I needed that match.
Oh, that match wouldn't have done anything for LA Knight anyways. You know, hey, you should go recruit Seth Rollins as his tag partner and then make this a triple threat tag team match. You laugh at that. Don't be surprised if that happens. So anyways.
All right.
Main event segment. Roman comes to the ring. Throws up the ones. We get a bunch of pyro. Tells San Antonio, acknowledge me. He says, I know they hear it back there. I know they understand whose show this is. At the end of the day, on the beginning, the middle, and you already know who closes the show. Roman called himself the Alpha and the Omega. Says the OTC. He says, you got to forgive him. Phil gets confused. He must have forgotten we are in the main event this Monday, and this is his show. The water's warm, Phil. Come on out, and let's handle some business.
Unknowingly, or not, unbeknownst to us at the time, he was dropping all sorts of old man references.
Yeah.
Phil's confused. He's forgetting things.
The water's warm.
The water's warm.
So Punk makes his entrance. Roman's laughing. And Punk's really he's doing a Roman entrance, walking slow, milling about.
This took forever. Yeah.
Stands at the announce table, stares at Roman. Eventually gets in the ring. And Roman says, welcome to my ring, welcome to my main event. And Punk says about that, you keep using my government name like it's an insult. My friends and my family are allowed to call me Phil. He says, maybe I should call you whatever your name is.
He calls him Titty Tiaki.
Yeah. And he says, I'm not going to call you Joe because that's an insult to a real Samoan I love very much.
Ooh.
Shout out to Joe.
Shout out to Joe.
And Roman says, you should call him and he'll remind you who his tribal chief is, or your tribal chief is. And Punk says, did you say earlier you're going to send all the Samoans, all of them? And Roman just goes, give them permission to do what they got to do. Punk says, the only thing they'll do is high-five me like everyone here. Pardon me, let me show you whose show this is. And he does, isn't it great to be alive on a Monday night? He says, I'm surprised you haven't taken a swing. Talk about the main event already won. I'm in your head. And Roman says, I expect that because I'm on everyone's mind all the time and you'll just say anything. You got me in the main event. Phil here hasn't main evented anything this year. He couldn't even main event a live tour in Europe, let alone WrestleMania. They're calling for you because they were chanting for Punk. He says, say something special. Punk says, I was going to say something last week, but you were too chicken shit to show up and you sent your cousins instead. He says, now I'm a habitual line stepper. I will do and say as I please, and that's why the fans love me. It's why you don't like me. I didn't want the Usos to get caught, but they came out to handle their family business. I deserved it. Right message, wrong messenger. Who's the real tribal chief? Roman says, oh, this is who they cheer for. I've heard this garbage for 5 years. Which one is the real one? Come on. You're redundant. You repeat the same shit over. He's a part-timer. Good. Maybe figure what the top dollar players do. Talk to your wife. Until you come up with something that could phase me, don't waste my time. And Phil says, my ring, my belt, my show, because Roman's trying to leave. And he's getting in front of him.
Yeah.
When Roman gets out of the ring, Punk cuts him off. Says, my ring, my belt, my show. I tell you when you can come and when you can go. Young boy, it's not your time. I could see it. I could feel it. I'm under your skin. Go look at the sign. It's the last time you'll main event. I'm going to lift you on my shoulders and lift you under this beautiful head of hair I have, send you crashing back down to earth onto my knees, split your ego in two, and beat you on the grand stage of the mall. Roman laughs and then gets serious. Says, I didn't want to go here because there's so much history. You're delusional. You're great in the mic, in the mental games, but you can't phase me. I'm the most successful superstar you've ever run into. I'm your tribal chief. I've done everything in this business. When the talking is done, you can't do the walking. Truth is, I'm faster. I'm stronger. You can't do anything I do. You're nothing to me. That title is an embarrassment. You're a try-hard making us all look terrible because at the end of the day, you're old.
You're old. Woo! Punk didn't like that.
Nah, hits him in the head with the mic.
Hey.
Pierce, producers, security comes pouring out to keep them apart.
And Roman's laughing.
He's just doing this. He'll rub his head where
Yeah.
he got hit and then laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. That was good. It was a very, I love, I guess, there obviously, as you guys noticed, there was a lot of talk in there, but to be able to punctuate it with two words that Punk then sells the best he can, you're old.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yep.
So, oh man.
Oh, now
so,
we got to talk about this.
We had, again, Larson, we had a tale of bookends. The Alpha and the Omega. The final segment, oh man, good stuff. The beginning bit, I was surprised. I turned on Raw and I fast forward to like 4 minutes in to see how much recap still had. No recap. It actually started with like shots of lovely San Antonio. But then we have Cole and Graves talking, and then Seth Rollins just sort of interrupts him by way of a bunch of masked men doing little dances. There's the
Surrounding the ring, yeah.
The funniest thing is there's a Steve there. There's like a tubby guy who's one of the masked men as well. Trying to look for one of them home run pies that I like so much, Larson. Did they put it under the ring? Where is that thing?
Yeah, where's the lemon home run pie?
Yeah, dude, those things are so good. And so then Seth Rollins dives in, and as you mentioned before, they got this lower third that starts off with like this. I got to go back and see if it's actually AI generated, because I swear it looked AI generated when I
Regardless if it is or not, it's terrible.
It's awful. It's so bad.
Like, why would they lean into this? It's the cheesiest shit.
It is, man. It is.
So Seth unmasks, he gets a mic, says, let me make this clear. I created the vision. I'm the one to kill it. I don't care if you're on the shelf like Breaker or Reed, or peons like Theory and Logan. If you stand behind Heyman, you're marked for death. 2 weeks ago, I had the satisfaction of putting a chair in his back, stomping his fat head right here in this ring. And the crowd starts booming because Heyman starts coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And Seth is like, come on, move a little bit faster. Say what you got to say. He says, I wasn't going to come out here, but I wouldn't miss this for the world. Did I interrupt your little hateful promo? It's because I'm effing with you because you effed with me. Everyone knows F-A-F-O, F-A-F-O, F-A-F-5.
Good job on that. FAF5.
So this brings out Brock. He comes to the ring. He looks like he's about to come beat the shit out of Seth, but instead Brock just starts throwing these masked men everywhere. Drops one on the ring steps, basically throws one to the barricade.
Dude, he annihilated these poor bastards.
Just chucking them all over the ringside area. So we get a stare down between him and Seth. Lights go out. Oba's music hits. And Brock is selling the hell out of Oba. Like, oh shit, this dude's legit. He's keeping an eye on Seth, make sure Seth doesn't jump him. He's getting overwhelmed by the crowd cheering for Oba.
Yeah, the crowd was going crazy for him.
Yeah. So
Absolutely crazy.
Seth is standing in the corner. Oba and Brock are in a stare down. So Seth starts to approach Brock. Brock turns, and Seth couldn't get out of that ring fast enough.
Yeah, Brock was like, and Seth bolted.
And so Brock turns around, bang, right into a fall from grace.
Yeah.
From Oba. And then Oba puts his foot on Brock's chest and points at the Mania sign.
Hey, I didn't notice this. The good Sir Billy here says, don't skip over the Inner Circle reference. What, did you recall that?
In Punk's promo?
He doesn't say, but I'm going to assume it was in Punk's promo.
What was the Inner Circle reference?
I don't know. I'm going to ask the good Sir Billy or anybody else in the chat who picked up on this, because I did not pick up on this. Maybe it was maybe it was in Seth's promo. You know, even if Jericho doesn't show, they do this all the fucking time.
They did it with Okada, you know?
Yeah. So this is either AI or it is a created character from WWE. I'm pretty sure it's AI, though. The Masked Man. It's hilarious. It's so bad.
It's so awful. It's dreadfully bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude, did Paul Heyman legit have pink eye?
Oh, I don't know.
His eye, I know you're watching the monitor over on the 80-inch. Oh, my God.
No, I could tell his eye was inflamed, yeah.
It was rough.
Yeah, it looked rough.
What did you do to that thing?
I don't know. I mean, what Cole said last week, that he was legit off TV because he was hurt. Maybe he actually hurt his eye.
Ugh. Nasty business. Rollins said it to Heyman, according to the good Sir Billy. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Yeah, you said it. I made a lot of mistakes in my life, letting you in my inner circle was the worst I made. Okay. There you go. Again, we're old. We read shit, forget them immediately.
Yeah, I think I just skip by that stuff.
So we have an exclusive Randy Orton interview. There's
a real player, yeah.
Via 160p real player. And then he's on the phone and he's like, watching Friday? I think everyone was. You're right, it was time. I got Cole hounding me, but I appreciate you doing this and see you soon. And then you hear, woo!
Appreciate you doing this.
I appreciate you doing this. What could he be doing? Maybe he's making the match a certain stipulation.
Could be.
That favors, and the only person who can make the match stipulation that isn't Nick Aldis is Triple H.
Could be.
Could be. Hey, Cody.
But of course Triple H was watching. He was probably in gorilla position.
Well, you know, but maybe Randy knows because he's good buddies with Triple H. Maybe he knows that half the time Triple H is sitting there on fucking Twitter.
He's chuckling at whatever he posts from his burner, huh?
Mm-hmm, exactly, yeah.
And so Cole's like, all right, I got an interview with Randy Orton. And Orton's like, nah, let me stop you there. I know I said I'd do an interview, but I changed my mind. No interview, but I'll leave you with this. Ever since Friday, people ask me question after question. I finally had a chat with someone with a brain. Cerebral assassin. They said something profound that made me think, made me understand who I am, what I am. What I did, why I did what I did last Friday. You see, Cole, I'm a killer. He says, hey, Cole, wrestling has more than one royal family. But he didn't pose. He should have posed after he said that.
That's a babyface thing to do. He's trying not to get any, you know, he's got this grainy cam footage, trying not to get face reactions.
I guess so.
With someone with a brain, cerebral assassin. They said something profound. He said, we're the new era. Made me understand who I am. You're the Viper. What I am, you're a snake. Why I did last Friday. We need
Apex
ratings. You're the apex predator. He said, "You see, Cole, I'm a killer. Killer Cross.
There it is. We figured
He's
it
got
out.
a family because he's got a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Figured it out. It's Killer Cross or Triple H." So also we had AJ Lee in action defending her Intercontinental Championship against Bailey.
Michael Cole said Becky Lynch at the beginning of the show.
Oh my gosh, Cole. I was kind of disappointed in this, to be honest with you. I was
Really?
hoping. I thought the match was fine.
Oh yeah, the match was good, I thought.
I wanted Becky to wonk the finish. I don't want Bailey to lose straight up.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But she does that, so that's fine. So after the match, because
that's when Becky attacks, yeah.
AJ gets the tap out win here with the Black Widow.
Yeah, apart from one little hiccup during the match was really good.
Yeah, the match was fun. Dude, it's Bailey, you know.
Yeah.
Boy, I'd love to see her in AEW. So Becky Lynch attacks AJ as we come back from commercial. She
What
throws,
is Pamela Martinez doing in the elite zone?
Right. What was Rose? Wasn't she Rose?
Davida Rose?
Something like that.
Davina Rose?
I'm telling you, if she just goes by Pam, that would be great.
Yeah, I think
just
Pam
go by
would be good.
Pam.
Yeah.
So Becky Lynch attacks AJ afterwards as we're coming from commercial. Throws AJ into the Tron, hits her in the head with the belt.
Davina Rose.
All the producers come out there. And later on, we get more Bailey. Bailey's yelling at Lyra. She tries to hype her up. In the background, we see Austin Theory talking to Maxine, who had just had her ass whooped for the 6th time by Natty. So who knows? Maybe they're like, hey, man, Vision's down bad. We need some members.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll take anybody.
Yeah.
And so Lyra's like, I'm going to help you get back to the top. I want you to go to WrestleMania because we're going there together. So they're all hyped up.
And then Asuka and Kyrie step up. And Asuka's mad about Bailey losing. Says, how'd you two mess up a chance becoming Intercontinental Champion? I would have beaten AJ if I had won last week. I'll never forget that you two cost me that championship. And then Kyrie starts, she talks in some in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
And Asuka cuts her off. It says, you're not ready for Asuka. So she walks off frame and Kyrie just says, stay away from us. And Asuka does the Kyrie thing again. Kyrie walks off. And Lyra's like, what did they say? And Bailey says, they're going after the tag titles. Lyra says, all right, we're going to go talk to Adam Pearce then. So this 4 or 5 team women's tag title match is starting to take shape for WrestleMania.
Nia and Lash are the champs.
Yep.
Charlotte and Alexa. The Bellas.
Kyrie and Asuka.
And Bailey.
Lyra and Bailey. 5?
Yes, 5.
All right. Probably not Julia and Kiana, because Julia and Tiffany are going to have a match for that U.S. title.
Correct. Yes.
Maybe if Chelsea is, well, I mean, she broke her ankle, so probably not. But if Chelsea's clear in time, Chelsea and Alba could be in that match as well.
I think Chelsea's going to get on the U.S. title match.
Oh, could be.
Yeah, I think they might make that a triple threat. They should. They really should. All right, dude. Now, last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, you were highly critical of the Liv Morgan filmed promo segment. I went back and I rewatched it, and I totally understand where you're coming from. What was your assessment on this one?
I didn't notice any wildly divergent camera properties this time.
All right, good, because I felt the same about it. I was like, okay, it looks like it's exposed the same from the profile as it is the head-on.
Yeah.
So I think we're good with that. It had a nice, clean letterbox to it.
Yeah,
high-fidelity camera.
Yeah, look good.
All right.
And then she shoots hard on Finn.
Yeah, man. She said, I'm going to let you in on a secret, Phineas Balor. Says, this has been my plan since I joined up.
Finley Balor.
That's the one. Well, I was paying respect to your suggestion,
thank
man. You know, I got your back, dude. Says, you thought you were in charge, you're on borrowed time and didn't know it. Nah. I put up with you only for Dom, but I watched you. That I know when you're lying and scheming, it's been a pleasure watching you fall from grace. You're soft. You're pathetic. You're a loser. And it makes me sick calling you family, or made me sick calling you family. So he took a page out of your playbook. Says, you taught us well. After all, it is the Judgment Day way. We're on to bigger and better things. JD's going to soar without you holding him down. And Dom is still AAA mega champion. Now the prince is gone. There's a new king on the throne. Raquel beats Steph tonight. and I walk out of WrestleMania as champion. My family has my back, and without Finn, we're better than ever. Watch us.
Watch us. So then later, I think it was the last match of the card, right? Stephanie versus Raquel.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Stephanie gets the win. Liv gets on the apron at one point, and this brings out Io to help kind of even the numbers. And Stephanie chucks Liv over the timekeeper area. Raquel rolls back in. Vicaire heads up, but Raquel hits the midair spinning power slam. Looks for a Tejana bomb. Stephanie escapes that and gets a deep roll up to get the W.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. We also had Penta defending the Intercontinental Champion. Probably match of the night right here. This is a pretty cool
really
match.
good.
Yeah, this is like one of my AEW matches.
It was.
So backstage, we had JD yelling at Pierce because Pierce is like, JD, Dom is not cleared, period. JD wants this match for Judgment Day. Penta walks up, does his little taunt in front of JD, and tells Pierce, thank you. He struts off. JD keeps on yelling. Penta gets in the ring, gets on the mic, says, last week I told the world I want to be a fighting champion. I told Adam Pearce to pick anyone, no matter who, because Penta will always be ready. Speaks a little bit of the Espanol to the crowd there in San Antonio. Says, whoever comes to this ring tonight, be ready because Penta is soy cero miedo. And it ended up being Dragon Lee, and holy shit, this was a fucking match.
It was awesome. It was awesome. Like, the outcome was never in doubt, but gosh darn it, this was really, really good.
It was.
Finishes, Dragon hit a Destino, gets a 2.9. He's going for a hidden blade type deal, but instead he runs right into a destroyer from Penta. Penta gets the W. Later on, Dragon leaves backstage. Javon Evans comes up to him. And Dragon's like, hold on, I'm hurt. Kofi walks up and wants to talk to Javon alone. Says, I know you want title matches, championships, to be the face of WWE. I'm a former champion. It's about who you associate with. There are people who can elevate you or keep dragging you down. So Evans is like, don't do that. Don't talk shit. Don't. He's my friend. Stop. And so he leaves. And Waller walks in and says, I don't know what you see in him. And Kofi says, a lot of people say the same to me and Woods about you. So Danhausen walks up. It's like,
Nice.
Go ahead, Steve.
You're looking for a new member. Very nice. He's doing the hip swiveling thing.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very evil. He said, instead of Bootios, the great thing about Danhausen is he always just wants to leech on to people to elevate his own shit.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So he said, instead of Bootios, we could have Cursed Crunch with marshmallow teeth. And Kofi's like, no, we don't want you to join. And we're not scared of your voodoo. He says, oh, really? You are. And as he's doing that, Kofi's freaking out. He's like, no, don't do that, because he sees what's going on with it. Don't do that. And right when he says cursed, he brings Waller right in front of him. So Waller eats the curse.
Yeah.
That was awesome. So they start yelling at each other. Waller takes off his shirt thinking that's going to help. And Kofi's like, the curse might have got my neck. And then, of course, they do the thing where they turn to him and he's gone.
Yeah.
But, dude, this was like, look, you and I were talking about this before Danhausen actually showed up. Like, is he a fit? How is it going to work? This shit fits better than he did in AEW. They had no idea what to do with him.
They had nothing to do with Danhausen in AEW. Nothing.
Yeah, he is over. He's hilarious. They're doing good stuff. It's simple. It's effective.
Yep.
And people are selling it. They're actually doing a thing. So that's awesome.
It is. It is. As mentioned earlier, Maxine had another match against Natty. Loses again. Taps out sharpshooter.
Dude, this is so many times. So many times now. I mean, it's probably only been twice, but it feels like
I think it has been twice.
so many times.
I know.
Like, it's been 2 actual matches, and then plus how many segments of her, and it's like, they need to run away from this.
And then we had El Grande versus El Grande. Of course, El Grande Americano, as portrayed by Ludvig Kaiser, won Rey de Reyes over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And so this match was motivated by that, plus everything else that preceded it. And El Grande Ludvig gets the win. Rayo distracts the ref at one point. So Rayo gets taken out. Bravo slides in the ring and puts the hunk of metal in Ludvig Americano's mask. Gable Americano heads up looking for the diving headbutt, hits it, but on the hunk of metal. So they're both down, and Ludvig drapes his arm over Gable to get the win.
Yep.
They better make this mask versus mask at Mania.
Yeah, you would think now they can, now that they've had this match, they can take it to the next level and do
That
mask
probably
versus
means
mask.
that Gable's going to win.
Yeah. Well, ideally, they just won't have Ludvig go back to being Ludvig,
Yeah, but once his mask is off, Mary's like,
I don't know that they're gonna do that. Like Ludvig is so over in AAA.
I know, and he's got a mega title opportunity now because he won Rey de Reyes.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I think, look, WrestleMania is like a month away.
Yeah.
They can have Gable get the upper hand so that Ludvig can, they'll do a rematch or some shit, and then they'll go to mask versus mask.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Gable needs to be Gable, and Ludvig needs to be Grande. You know what I mean? Like, it just, that stuff works best for them.
Yeah.
Gable split his pants tonight, too.
Yeah. I didn't notice until you sent me the picture.
Well, bro, at first I was like, oh my God, is he wearing undies? And then I was like, oh, he is. Okay, good. Because a couple times, that dude, he does those deep squats when he gets up on the top. So the entire crowd is seeing, some something there.
Yeah.
But then you look a little closer. Is that beehole there? No, it's some underwear. That's good. Because, that shit'll happen.
You want to answer some questions?
I think that's a great idea.
First, though, we got some subs over here on the Twitch. Maggie, our champion.
Monkeys are
sub for 67 months. She says, I fear this number now. You don't really hear kids doing the 6-7 thing.
Nah, man, I've heard Bama doing it forever. SRT Bad Brains here said Trick should sell his soul to The Rock. That would be a hilarious segment if Trick did that. Lucci Club Studios with a super chat says, if Brock wins, we riot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jorge here with the sub says, is old one of the worst things to hear when you're in the mid-40s? No, I don't mind being called old.
Oh, I don't really care. Honestly, God, it doesn't bother me. If I got called that by Roman Reigns in the middle of the ring, I might feel a little bit different. It's Roman Reigns, man.
No, old doesn't bother me. Peg Junk with the sub as well. Thank you so much. Oh, Folsom Joe with the sub. Hope you're doing good, Folsom Joe.
Thank you, Folsom Joe. Appreciate it.
That's it. We're up to date here on the Twitch. All right, now let's answer questions.
All right, I'm just trying to do something. Says, here's the scene. You're at a bar getting your load on.
Yeah.
And you hear someone's theme music hits. Whose theme would make you almost soil yourself if you heard it? It could even go outside the world of pro wrestling. Like Ivan Drago's theme, perhaps.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Terrifying.
Ivan
if he dies, he dies.
Yeah. Gosh.
But,
But, like, what about somebody, like a movie character who's frightening but doesn't have, like, an official theme? Like, is it just the song from the movie?
Well, like, there's the Halloween has a theme, so Michael Myers has that. Yeah. I'm sure there's a theme for Friday the 13th.
Jaws.
Dun-dun. Yeah, but you're in a bar, man. You're not in the ocean.
It's even scarier if there's a shark out of the water that's coming to start some shit.
I'd F5 that thing. I know that's what the shark is vulnerable to.
You can't pick up a shark.
My ass, I can't. You don't know what I could do.
You can't pick up unless it's one of those little tiger sharks.
Yeah. Isn't that what we're talking about?
No, we're talking about a great white, man.
Nah, man, I saw Brock do it. I could do it too.
Nah, you ain't Brock.
I am.
You're not.
I can do that.
You can't.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
I know what you can do and can't do.
You can't even wrestle a hose, you idiot.
Man, hoses are tough opponents, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. Dude, no, I know they're a sponsor, and we love our sponsors. Legitimately, they sent me one. I got it in my backyard. It's cool as hell. When you turn on the water, it's like it's alive, dude.
Yeah.
It starts expanding and growing.
Cool.
Starts engorging.
That's
and
great.
Then like it works now. It's legit. It's so great. But yeah, because I was just, I've been working on my backyard lately. I took that old hose, it's all rusted to the thing, and finally got it out of there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Ain't no different than a shark, though.
No, the hose is probably more unwieldy. Bill Dubs here says, Michael Cole said this will be Roman's 11th Mania main event. Is that the final word on night one being a proper main event? Because that one year he main evented both nights, remember?
Yeah. Oh,
40.
yeah. Yeah.
But still, it's weird to think that Roman Reigns has main evented roughly 25% of the WrestleManias that have happened.
I mean, I believe it, man. That whole time when Vince was trying to ram him down our throats, it felt like forever.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a long time. Jesse Helsia says, do you have any St. Patrick Day traditions?
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
My in-laws usually send over some like corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah, we've done that before, but it's not a regular thing.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I always forget about it because it's always like it's March 17th, and then it's like a rando ass day of the week. And then like my father-in-law just comes over. He's like, "Hey, I got some corned beef cabbage for you." Sick. Dinner is good. Good to go for dinner.
Justin says, what should be the annual Austin 316 day meal?
God damn.
Beer, obviously. Some Steve Weisers.
Some Steve Weisers. Hell yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, just drinking beer.
Yeah.
Didn't he have like, there's like a food, there's not a food thing?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I guess not.
Well, that's a good question. Call Me Aries says, what are some small details of wrestling from the past you would love back? Aries says, mine would be flash photography.
I would love if there was like a bunch of photographers like roaming around.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool. I like that. That's a good one. Allowing indoor smoking.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I guarantee I'd never go to a wrestling show again in my life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we rarely go anyway.
Yeah,
so
no.
it looks
We
cool.
just went to AEW.
It looks really cool on camera though. Signs.
I got it.
What?
Cheap beers.
Well,
Cheap
cheap
hot
anything. Yeah,
dogs.
cheap anything would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with that. Like no air conditioning.
No, I don't want that. No.
Like the Texas, like the Sportatorium.
Sportatorium pass. That's
No
our
air
pass.
conditioning. Cigarette, just thick with cigarette smoke. Can't see anything.
That'd be dollar beers probably.
And they'd have dollar beers. Probably 50-cent beers back then, dude.
Maybe.
I mean, I just want to time travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to time travel for cheap beer and cheap hot dogs, huh?
I'll be honest with you.
And smoke-filled auditoriums.
And some old match game first run. Yeah, that'd be sick.
That would be cool. Ken at his business firm says, if you guys were challenged by some youngsters to a 2-on-2 basketball game, do you think the Melty merch jerseys would grant you powers needed for victory?
I know this one would. The Melty one, we would break our hips, our ankles. We'd be breaking everything.
The Melty ones would,
this right here
would be blinding.
And then you throw this shit on. Like, look at this. Old English. Oh my God, you guys are a threat. That's what this says. Yeah, man. I got this one too.
Which
I
one?
bought this one off the site too. This is beautiful.
Oh, that's a good one.
Look at this guy.
Why didn't you get the Melty jersey?
Look at that guy. Man, I would never wear that thing. I would never wear it. I'm not trying to get pushed into a pond. That's why. You know that pond near the basketball court we play on? I'd get pushed in there.
There's no pond near the
duck shit
court.
Everywhere.
It's no ducks.
Huey's, hey, baby Huey's in our chat says you guys can come with me to AEW as part of the press.
Cool.
Do we wear fedoras with the little press thing in it?
Yeah, can we run to a payphone booth to get our scoops back to the editor?
All right, yeah. See, I don't know how to. I got a scoop for you. Man, come on, Huey. We're a couple of clowns, dude.
Yeah.
They got free hot dogs there, the press.
Oh.
They got 50-cent beers. Do you get to smoke cigarettes?
Hope you're doing well, baby.
Yeah, I hope you're doing good, man.
You want a power rank, blind power rank, Steve?
Obviously.
This is a good one from Bobby Mincy. This is a good one. I like this one a lot.
Ooh, if you like it, then it's probably great.
Blind power rank 7 Rock frontmen if they were wrestlers.
Oh, I love this.
This is great. There's some good names on here, too.
All right.
First name here. He's not going to take it. It's Dee Snider from Twisted Sister.
The dude looks like a pro wrestler. He's a good promo, too.
Yeah, he is.
Big hair. I don't know that I see him as world champion type guy, though.
But I think, accomplished wrestler with a good career.
Great wrestling name, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him as a Randy the Ram type. I'll put him high, number 3.
All right. Next up here, hailing from Paradise City, it's Axl Rose.
I love Axl. Dynamic look, probably a high flyer, more an AEW guy. Skinny, not really muscular. D, I think, is like a solid 6'4". Axl, probably a 5'11" king, more in line with like a David Finlay type. Surprisingly, I'm going to put him at number 6.
All right. Next up, he's got a lust for life. He is the passenger. It's Iggy Pop.
Oh, man, give me Iggy Pipe. Pop. Iggy Pipe. Iggy Pipe. I'm a passenger. Yeah, man, lust for life. Again, though, he's got some muscle on him.
Yeah.
He's got some definition on him, man. And talk about getting better as you get older. Iggy's still going at it, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, here's the thing, though. If he harkens back to his younger days, he could get in people's heads by getting a jar of peanut butter and just getting handfuls out and spreading it all over his chest.
Yeah, this guy's like the new Jack of rock and roll frontman. Yeah, Iggy goes high. Iggy goes at number 2.
All right.
Iggy Pipe. Iggy Pop. That's a great name, too.
Next up here, he smells like Teen Spirit. It's Kurt Cobain.
7. Like Steven Flow. No, this guy ain't going. No. Kurt. I love Kurt. I mean, musically speaking, it's probably like my number 1 guy here, but Iggy's pretty high. All them grunge dudes loved Iggy. They love the Stooges, man.
Yeah.
Like you listen to so much of the 86 to 88 grunge. Holy shit.
It's all Stooges influence.
It's all Stooges. Yeah, but I don't think Kurt, Kurt, I don't think he would buy into pro wrestling, dude. He'd be like, this shit's fake.
I'm going to change the order here slightly. Next up, Rob Zombie.
Bro, I'll be honest. I'm not a fan necessarily of the music. The hits that he came out with, I thought were very catchy.
Presentation is ready made for pro wrestling.
This guy might be number 1. The name, the look, the presentation, the movies, be directing his own promos. Like, I'm not doing this as like, oh, I'm a fan of this guy, so I'm gonna put him high. Rob Zombie might be number 1.
What spots do you have left? 1.
But the problem here is, man, if fucking Danzig is on this list, oh shit, then I'm fucked.
What spots do you have left?
1,
Maybe
4, and 5.
Ooh,
that's rough.
That is rough. Because Rob Zombie doesn't seem like Rob Zombie should be in the 4 or 5 region. You know what I mean?
Dude, his look. Oh my God. I will say this, though. He's a bit on the skinny side. I think he does go under D. Snyder. I'll say Rob Zombie number 4.
All right. Next name here.
Yeah.
You put him in the wrestling ring, he will rise above. I'm talking about Henry Rollins.
Look, man, I'm going to take a gamble here. I'm going to take a risk. I think the last one is fire. I think it's great.
You're going to put Hank at 4 or 5?
At 5, bro. Come on. Look at Hank. It's just a little white guy in black shorts. I don't think he's not that buffer. I love Rollins.
He used to be in fantastic shape.
Let me see. Hank Rollins. Give me your 1991.
All right. I've literally listened to an interview of him talking about lifting weights.
Oh yeah, he is. He's got abs.
Yeah,
he used
to be in really good shape.
All right, yeah, he's in good shape, man. All right. Damn it, this sucks because I know right now you're convincing me. I'm cool putting Hank at number 1. And this is gonna piss me off because I know Danzig's next.
Do you know Danzig's next?
I do. He's gonna go at number 1. I'm putting Rollins at 5.
All right, your last name here.
Huh.
It's Chris Jericho.
Oh! I mean, I'll be honest with you. The guy's a legit legend in the world of pro wrestling. He should go at number 1.
Underwhelming number 1, nonetheless.
I know, right? I know. How is Danzig not on this list? Danzig's an easy number 1. Fucking Jericho. I'd still put Jericho at number 1, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I know it's hard to separate Chris Jericho from his wrestling career, but if you approach him strictly as Fozzy frontman,
Yeah. Well, yeah, dude, the list will be upside down then. I get that. But, you know, this is pro wrestling. These guys charging $400 to get up and sing with them.
I know.
Oh, man. I was robbed of Danzig. Robbed, I tell you. I wanted him
Trying
at
to get you to
number
put Hank number 1, man.
Man, Hank does not belong above Rob Zombie or D. Snyder or Iggy Pop. I love Hank Rollins too.
I don't know.
'Cause you're a liar. All right, man. Let's see here. Boy, there's some good power ranks here. Gotta go with this one, man.
All right, what do you got for me?
All right, let me think. Damn, I actually want to change some of these names, to be honest with you. Damn. Darius, I'm going to get back to this one. Like, Darius, can you please put this in the next thing we do, like on the Thursday episode? Because I want to do this, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to ask Darius a favor here.
All right.
And I'm going to say this in a way that you won't know what I'm talking about, but he'll know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
Give me some deep cuts. Give me some names that really should be between 5 and 7. Because this list, I feel like everybody has kind of justifiable, like 1 through 4. I want some real gnarly names in the lore of this particular thing.
Okay.
So instead, we are going to power rank. Here we go. In the Spirit. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is good. A little bit better. Javier has his blind power ranking these 7 Oscar-winning movies.
Okay. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, 7, you say?
Yeah, I am going to change this order a little bit, though.
Okay.
All right. Number 1. Star Wars: A New Hope.
Oh, so it's just casting a wide net for any Oscars, huh?
They won something, baby.
Gosh, I mean, what a monumental, groundbreaking film in the annals of Hollywood for good and bad. I mean, I don't know if I can put into words the impact Star Wars had on young Larson. It was huge. That being said, there's a lot of really great movies out there, and while Star Wars is a huge movie in a lot of respects, it's not the best movie to ever win an Academy Awards, but I'm going to put it at 2.
All right, 2 it is. Next up, The Godfather Part 2.
Oh, Part 2.
Part 2.
Objectively a better movie than Star Wars.
Yes.
But I feel like the first Godfather is the better of the first 2 Godfather movies.
You and I are in complete agreement on that. A lot of debate to be had, perhaps, but I'm telling you, my delineation is Godfather can be on any scene at any point in the movie. I cannot turn away, and I can't say that about Godfather 2.
Exactly. So I'm going to put Godfather 2 at number 3.
Number 3. Okay. All right, next up.
I'm going to kick myself for doing that. I should put Godfather 2 number 1.
Next up.
Let's have some fun with this, though.
The Dark Knight.
That won an Oscar? Oh, Heath Ledger did. Yeah.
Heath Ledger. Good Joker.
Yeah,
love
good
that
Joker.
Love that Joker.
Love that Joker. You know, I'm not a huge fan of The Dark Knight. Heath's performance is far and away the standout aspect of that film. I'll put it at 5.
5. Okay. Next up, Sinners.
Good movie.
I need to say, I'm gonna watch this weekend.
Yeah, it's really good. It is really good. Gosh darn it. I'm waiting for, there's going to be something in here that's bad. You're smiling. Makes me feel like they're,
I know,
it's
my
coming.
poker face is terrible, isn't it?
Terrible. So I'm gonna put Sinners number 1
Oh wow. Oh,
because I don't want to be stuck with something awful at number 1.
damn you. Damn you. Not because it's number 1.
It's a really good movie. It is a really good movie. It is a good
because
movie.
you don't want to look like a fool.
And Michael B. Jordan is great in that movie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Delroy Lindo is awesome in that movie.
Let me get some popcorn and everything.
Awesome. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie.
Next up, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Another really good movie.
Fucking awesome movie.
Enjoyed the shit out of that movie. 4.
Yeah, 4. All right.
Or is it gonna be a situation where I put something awesome, incredible, like 2001 has stuck at number 7.
Well, shit.
What?
Javier skipped 5. So we're down to 6. What do
Okay.
you have left?
I have number 6 left. That's it.
All right. Well, you successfully completed your task. Suicide Squad was the last
That won an
one
Oscar?
on the list. It probably won for sound design or sound
thing?
editing or costumes or makeup or some shit like that. Anyways, that is going to do it for the show today. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. Till next time, we'll see you guys around.
Goodbye.
That fucking power rank, that was a good one. The one with the rock stars.
That was really good. I
stuff.
like that one a lot.
Yeah, that was good.